Good afternoon. My name is Caitlin Franco. I'm the Executive Director of Equality Charter School, and welcome to our remote open house. Unfortunately, we can't welcome you to our building as we normally do, so we wanted to make sure that we give you this presentation so that any prospective parents get to learn more about our school. I've been with the school for 11 years. I was the founder of the school in 2009. We have a middle school building in Co-op City and a high school building in Castle Hill. And I'm really excited to announce that we just received a 5-year renewal, which is the highest honor you can get from New York State. And we were awarded an expansion to elementary school. So soon we will be a full K through 12 campus. This is super exciting. And we're hoping that you will join and be a part of our Equality family. We're now just gonna go through and give you introductions of who will be speaking today, and then we'll move into the presentation portion. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Amanda Huza and I am the middle school principal for Equality. I'm really excited to be with all of you today. We look forward to being able to support your child through their middle school years and into high school. I've been with our school now for 10 years and I'm really excited about the work that we do, having the opportunity to watch our faculty grow as well as being able to support all of your children. Hopefully will be the next part of our phase for Equality, and we look forward to meeting with you soon.
Hi everyone, my name is Zanel Edward and I am one of the assistant principal at our middle school. I had the pleasure of working at both buildings. I'm excited to meet you in person.
Hi everybody, my name is Miss Myers. I am one of the other assistant principals at our middle school. I want to welcome you all to the presentation. I've been with the school since we opened in 2009. I've been lucky enough to be at the middle school and at the high school. And we look forward to meeting you and look forward to seeing you, and hope you guys are staying safe and well, and have a great rest of your day.
Hello, everyone. My name is Favel Philamy. I have been with the organization since 2010. I am the high school principal. And if you do decide to have your child attend our high school, I look forward to accompanying you and your family to the high school years into your post-secondary future.
Good afternoon. My name is Gene Johnson. I'm the head of school culture at the high school. This is my 3rd year at the high school. I'm eager to meet you families and your scholars and go on this new academic journey with you all. Welcome.
Good afternoon. My name is Tracee Black. I'm the Director of Operations for Equality Middle and High School. I've been with the organization for 10 years, and this is my favorite time of the year, lottery time, and we're looking forward to sharing some great information with you today. So I will turn it over to our Executive Director, Ms. Franco.
Okay, I'm now going to share the presentation with you, and we will start. So as we said, welcome to Equality. We're a 6 through 12 educational program, soon to be K through 12. These were the staff that just presented themselves, so you have our names if you need to get in contact with anyone out after this presentation. And that's me. So I'm really excited to share with you my passion and all of our passion for Equality Charter School. It's a really special place. I would say personally, the school has transformed me. It is a real community of learners, both our staff and our scholars. And it's a community that you would be lucky to join, and we'd be lucky to have you. I wrote at the bottom, attending Equality means that you will be nurtured, respected, and challenged. I think those words are really important because they say a lot about who we are as a school. Nurture, to be a school that nurtures kids is really important to us, in that we want it to be loving yet structured in a way that brings the best out of our scholars. And that's something that I think makes us really special. If you look at our scholar population, we have a really diverse population. And that's something we're also really proud of. So Equality was founded on the premise that we wanted to provide equal access to high quality education for all scholars. So that includes all different types of scholars. That's students with disabilities, English language learners, scholars who receive free and reduced price lunch. They're all populations we're committed to serving. And if you have any specific questions after the presentation about your child and his or her needs, please feel free to reach out.
Hi, so it's Amanda Huza here again, and I just wanted to start off by saying that for a lot of our scholars who enter into our middle school, it's the first time that they've had a school experience where it's been like a family, and that their individual interest is really at the heart of all of the decisions that administrators and staff make. So that's something we really pride ourselves on, and we look forward to being able to meet the needs of your child, both academically, social, emotionally, and behaviorally. And so with that, we'll go to the next slide. So our middle school is located in the PS 160X campus, which is in Co-op City, specifically Section 5. We are on the 3rd floor of the building, but also enjoy access to the gym, auditorium, and cafeteria, as well as the playground spaces. We work really hard in order to share leadership in our school campus, working with the other principals to host events across the campus and partner on safety. Next slide. Our instructional program includes our core classes as well as our elective classes. So you can see through this list the core classes that are provided to scholars, including double periods in math and humanities, which are where the majority of our scholars struggle. We want to be able to provide the most support. And then our elective class offerings. Next slide. And when we put all of this together, what we're really proud of is our ability as a middle school to be able to support and prepare our 8th grade scholars towards high school graduation and beyond. So for the state, a scholar achieving a level 2 on their math or ELA exam indicates their ability to be able to successfully graduate from high school. And so our job at the middle school that we take very seriously is to prepare as great a percentage of scholars as possible for what lies ahead of them in high school. And we're really proud of our results. As you can see, the majority of years we have surpassed and done better at preparing 8th grade scholars for high school success compared to our district, which is Community District 11, as well as New York State. And I'm now going to turn it over to our assistant principal, Anil Edward, who will go over the supports for all scholars, whether they're advanced or in need of specific interventions and supports.
So at our middle school, we have 4 core values. They are respect, responsibility, cooperation, achievement, and progress. I'm going to take some time to go over achievement and progress, where we strive to ensure that our scholars are supported to not only grow academically, but behaviorally and socially, emotionally. So as a transition year, we are building and developing our scholars to be successful adults in the future. Next slide, please. So we offer advanced courses in our 8th grade classroom. They are living environment and algebra. These are regions-based courses that are offered to students who show high academic achievement, who have strong work ethic, and they will be able to earn 2 regions credit towards high school graduation for each of these classes. Next slide, please. We at the middle school have the pride of offering special services to special population. We have our students with disability and students who are English language learner. Our lottery preference for our students with disability is 25, and for English language learner, it's 10%. Our programs for students include integrated co-teaching services, special education teacher support services, and English to speakers of other language classes. We also offer additional service for reading and math. We have a reading and math specialist that are provided by trained teachers for struggling scholars, even if they don't have a disability. Next slide, please. Ms. Myers, I'm handing over to you.
Hi, my name is Ms. Myers. I am one of the other assistant principals at the middle school. We are a PBIS school. So Mr. Edward talked a little bit about some of our school values. I wanted just to touch on that really quickly also. Our school values are a cornerstone of a foundation for our entire school from 6 through 12, middle school and high school. These values drive all of the teaching and learning academically and social emotionally that happens at our school. They're posted in our hallways, they're in classrooms, they're used during conversations with scholars, among all staff members. They're really alive throughout our entire building. We use them not only to help teach the scholars how important that they are now in their decision making, but also how important they're going to be in the future. along with those school values, it's tied into that we are a PBIS school. And PBIS is the framework that we use. It's positive behavior interventions and supports. It's research-based, it's data-driven, it's a 3-tiered system that we use to support scholars based on where they are in their social emotional learning. It's a way for us to support everyone, especially students with disabilities, as we know that all children are different and have different needs. This structure helps us to support them not only academically, but also with those social outcomes, because as we all know, behavior and academics are directly linked and tied together. One way that PBIS helps us is that it helps us by recognizing and celebrating things that are going right, things that are positive and that our students are doing throughout the school. We hope that, and the research shows that by pointing out these positives and catching scholars doing the right things, that we hope that they're going to continue, and that others will also continue their great work within every aspect of our school. Next slide, please. Middle school athletics and extracurricular activities. We offer a wide range of sports in our middle school. We also offer intramural sports, which are sports that students don't have to necessarily travel on a team for, as well as extracurricular activities. As you can see, there are a lot to choose from. Research also shows that students who are involved in multiple things throughout a school are more successful and usually will stay in school a lot longer. We have an academic component to our middle school athletics. I know Mr. Johnson will talk a little bit about the high school sports in a little while, but the academic component also aligns because it gets students ready and prepared for being responsible to keep their grades up in order to participate in these athletics. While they are important, they are not the only thing that happens in school. But we do offer a wide range. Our coaches at our middle school have been with us for a really long time, so there's a lot of consistency. The coaches get to know the kids, they know their teachers, and so everyone really works together as a team to make sure that all of our students get what they need athletically and academically. Next slide, please.
So we'll now talk a little bit about our high school. Once again, hello, my name's Favril Philamy, as I mentioned in the early introduction. The quotes that you see on the screen truly reflect 2 things: what gets me excited about the work every single day, but also the benefits that your child can get attending our high school. Being able to impact and help shape the future through our students' talent is something that gets me excited every single day, but also knowing that students are able to discover their true interests and aptitudes after having spent 4 years at our school is something that we cherish, and we hope that your child gets the benefit of. Next slide. So a little bit about our school. When it comes to a curriculum or academic program, you are going to find some things that are similar between us and other schools that you might be considering. We definitely have a rigorous academic program that seeks to build a solid foundation in literacy and help to build students who can become critical thinkers. What sets us apart is really creating real opportunities for students to explore college and career. And so that's why we've built a robust college and career readiness program to give students those opportunities. And these are some of the things that are very different from us and other schools. As your child might be making a transition from middle school to high school, if they went from 8th grade to 9th grade, some things that you need to definitely be aware of. It's definitely more independence in high school, and while they might be more independent, it's definitely vital that you still remain engaged and connected. There's greater academic demands. There are greater academic demands for your child. The workload is definitely more, and the content is more complex, which will definitely take more time in terms of homework, et cetera, et cetera. So that's something you want to be aware of as that your child is making that transition. And one thing that is different between high school and middle school is that students need to be able to pass certain exams to be able to graduate, and they must earn a certain number of credits. So you will hear the numbers 5 regions and 44 credits a lot over the next 4 years. These are the requirements for graduation, and these are things that you definitely need to be aware of that are different than their middle school experience. Next slide. A little bit about our academics. We have a full inclusion model where all of our students learn in the exact same classroom, and the benefit of that for most of our students is a reduced ratio of student to teacher. Most of our classes have 18 to 26 students, but we have 2 teachers in most classes. Therefore, the ratio becomes somewhere between 13 to 1, and some of our classes about 18 to 1. So that's definitely something that is beneficial for our kids to be able to receive the supports that they need. Our students really have the opportunity to be able to earn credits faster, to be able to graduate on time, and have opportunities during the junior and senior years if they so choose. And we front load a lot of support for our students and embed certain academic support and enrichment opportunities in the day itself to give students the opportunity to not fall back and also explore their talents if they have an opportunity in a particular course. Additionally, we have AP courses and electives that serve to round out the education experience for our students. So these are some of the things that might be the same in some places, but also might set us apart because those things don't exist in every single school. As I mentioned earlier, college and career readiness is something that is huge. We want our students to know what they're good at and know what they're truly interested in, and also be able to attend the kind of college that they want. So because of that, we have all these opportunities for our students that you're seeing on the screen: college tours, support with their college application process, internship programs, et cetera, et cetera. We know how important SAT performance is to getting into the kind of schools that students want. So we've been committed to really ensuring that students do receive that. So that's something that we offer for our students every single year. Next slide. And for special populations, we definitely have intensive support to be able to allow them to receive the help that they need, whether it's students with disabilities or English language learners. These are essential because of the model that we have, and we have, as a result, been able to help our students with disabilities and our English language learners to be very successful over the last few years, as you will learn more about when you dig into our graduation results and our Regents performance, et cetera, et cetera. And with that said, it's my pleasure to transition this over to our head of school culture, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. Phillamy. As you can see here, we have our 4 school values that we follow here at the high school, with achievement and progress being organization-wide, and more specifically at the high school, we have integrity, maturity, and professionalism. Our values are something that we try to intertwine into every single interaction that our scholars have within the building, whether it's in the classroom or in the hallway, a social emotional experience. We want to make sure that we are aligning everything to these pillars and these school values through each interaction. Next slide, please. One of the things that we do at the high school, we are a PBIS school as well, but we like to focus on our restorative approach to culture and discipline here at the high school. What that means in layman's terms, we just really like to make sure that we really have a restorative conversation with our students so that they can truly understand what it is that's going on and make better choices in the long run. We really want to deter behaviors by making sure that students embody our values. They understand where they could have made a different decision and rely on the relationships that they have with the adults in the building, where they can advocate for themselves, but also have open conversations to get the advice that they may need. Social support for all of our scholars is huge. We really want to make sure that we are supporting our scholars social and emotionally as well as academically. We truly believe that the balance between social emotional support and academic support is what helps develop the whole child, which leads into their success overall. One of the things that we love to pride ourselves on is our advisory. Every grade level has advisory. And in that advisory class, we like to tackle things such as study habits, different ways to communicate with your peers, communicate with adults. We intertwine academic check-ins where scholars are probed to look at their own work and look at their own grades to make sure that they're taking accountability for what it is that they are producing. We also pride ourselves on a close collaboration between culture and academics, just because, like I said before, we feel that the combination between social, emotional support and academic support is what really helps develop our child, the whole child, and leads them to success. Next slide, please. At the high school, we have a bunch of interscholastic sports that we offer, ranging from flag football, volleyball, to boys and girls basketball, to cheer, track, softball, and even competitive cheer. One of the things that we love about our sports is that we like to look within the building first. We ask a lot of our staff members to see who may have an interest in coaching a sport, and for one or two reasons. We love to ask our staff members simply because it allows the students to be with somebody that they are also very comfortable with and very familiar with, but also it allows them to build a deeper professional rapport that helps them in the classroom, but also on the competitive field. So we love to really use that as a way to help our staff and students build deeper relationships. We also offer intramural sports, just where those sports are played in-house for some of our scholars who may not have the opportunity to travel to the different games. We like to have an in-house competition for those students to allow them to still partake in some of the fun and after-school activities. Next slide, please. We have a bunch of different after-school activities ranging from student government all the way down to drama club. This list right here is an extensive list, and I'm pretty sure there's probably clubs on that we have now that didn't even make this list. And that's awesome, just because we like to provide our students with an opportunity to step outside their shells after school, just really jump into the things that they're interested in, have different, deeper conversations with their peers, with their teachers, and just really hone into their hobbies and interests. One of the things that we also love about our after-school activities, these things are absolutely free of charge for our students. So it's a great way for them to be involved in something positive, something enriching, and something that is great for them. Next slide, please. This right here, obviously our graduation rate. 2018 was our first graduation class, and we set the bar high with an 84% graduation rate, which surpassed New York State, New York City, the Bronx, and our district. And equality, just because of the way we like to prepare our students, the way we like to prepare our staff, and the devotion to making sure that our students are performing in the classroom, as well as social emotionally, we were able to surpass our 2018 record with 89% graduation rate in 2019. This speaks volumes to what it is that we're doing at our school. We really like to make sure that we are supporting our scholars, from giving them the individualized support, making sure that the special populations receive the support that they need, just ensuring that our teachers are prepared, ensuring that we have really data-driven instruction, and really making sure that our social emotional support is there to support the whole child. It speaks directly to these graduation rates, and we just only look forward to going up from here. The next slide. At this time, I get the honor to hand this off to our Director of Operations, Ms. Tracee Black.
Thank you so much, Mr. Johnson. So how does your child get in? Enrollment is done through a lottery, which will take place on Friday, April 10th at 9 a.m. remotely. You can still join by clicking on the Zoom link. After the lottery takes place, you'll receive results a few days after that. We've also put together, next slide please, a parent info session on Thursday, April 23rd. We have 2 sessions going, one afternoon at 1 p.m. and one at 6 p.m. Again, you can join us via Zoom by clicking on the link, and you can ask any questions about school culture, uniforms, academics, anything that comes to mind. We'll be there to answer all questions. In the meantime, next slide, please. If you have any questions between now and that time, please feel free to email us at info@equalitycs.org, and someone will respond to you within 24 hours. Thank you, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Okay. Bye, everyone. Thanks so much. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.